So a lot of you guys have been asking me to cover Burning Lands Vietnam. It is a Kickstarter for a game being made by a ton of modders who originally worked on, I believe, OWI Core, so it's like a squad SDK, but they wanted to make their own game. It's a tactical combined arms warfare game promoting deep cooperation between players, amplified by the use of positional VoIP. And it's set in Vietnam, which I think a lot of people have been waiting for, a really big Vietnam game to come out that isn't Rising Storm 2. So the Kickstarter is public, and as of right now, there are 14 days to go on the Kickstarter. It is going to be a successful Kickstarter, but as of this morning, pretty much the entire dev team have quit the project. So I'm gonna be honest, man, through the years, I have heard some murmurs about Burning Lands Vietnam, and I have heard some not very good things about not only the development, but the owner himself, Chance Bra. And look, I've stayed away from the entire project. You can look on the channel. I've never talked about it, even though I've had a lot of requests from people to talk about Burning Lands as well as 0 Hour Interactive, who are the devs here. So listen, the other day, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I was hit up by some of the developers who were trying to figure out how to go about doing this. And I didn't expect a public announcement today, but we had a conversation. Basically, they were very unhappy with a lot of the internal discussions that were going on between them and the owner, Chance Bra. And apparently, even before this Kickstarter went live, these developers were airing out all of their grievances about a ton of different things, and they went on strike. They told the owner that unless these things get rectified and we start, focusing on real communication and getting this project to a point where we're happy with the communication, the internal structure, the organization, we're not working on the game. And they said this in their dev part of their Discord to the owner. They said, we're striking. We are not working on this game until our demands are met. And the owner basically said, fuck you, and they went ahead with the Kickstarter anyway. Now, I just found out about this information a couple of days ago. When the devs reached out, they were trying to figure out how they can go about this, making sure their voices are heard. And I said, we don't have a lot of time. I'm not quite sure what the intention is from my side. They reached out to me. They obviously wanted me to make a video, but I also told them, if you go through with this project will be dead. The fact that it's already a success on Kickstarter means in 14 days, all of the people who pledged into this Kickstarter are going to have their money taken unless you can get a refund now. And I would urge you, if you bought into this Kickstarter, fucking pull your money out right now, because there is clearly a ton of things that you guys don't know about this project, and this is why I fucking hate Kickstarter. But let's go into this statement put out by the developers and let's talk about it here. So, dear Burning Lands community, we, the development team, make this announcement with heavy hearts. Please understand that we put a lot of time and effort into this project. However, we no longer feel we can continue to work on this game under the current conditions. This project began with a team of passionate modders attempting the monumental task of making our own game from scratch. When we started development back in early 2020, there was a strong sense that each of us had a pivotal role to play in the project's success, and that none of us would be able to do this alone. Over the years since, team members have joined us to share both the considerable effort required and the joys of seeing the game take shape. Burning Lands would not be what it is today without every individual that has contributed their time over the years. However, over that time, various issues were raised by team members about specific elements of management's direction, structure, and transparency. We had many internal discussions about these issues, but they never yielded what we believed to be the necessary changes or improved only temporarily. In the weeks leading up to the launch of the Kickstarter campaign, these ongoing issues finally reached a breaking point. This culminated in a team strike to demonstrate our collective resolve. Instead of delaying the launch and addressing the issues, the Kickstarter proceeded against our wishes. In the team's opinion, the response to our requests thus far have not been satisfactory, and we have been unable to come to an equitable arrangement. Some of us have been removed from the project for striking, further highlighting that there's no room for agreement between management and the wider team. At this point, we see no other option but to continue our strike. Thank you for your support and for our faith in our efforts so far. This excitement was the lifeblood of our day-to-day work, and we couldn't have accomplished what we have without you. Regards, the Burning Lands development team, and it has all of their signatures signed off on this statement. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it's not looking good. And I'm fully expecting that Discord to begin imploding at the sight of this post. So people are now asking for Chance Bra, the owner, that's his screen name. They're asking for him to answer for this, to pull the Kickstarter down and basically don't scam anybody. Because at this point, we now know the Kickstarter went up without a fucking dev team. And clearly, Chance knew that this went up without the dev team's approval or support, and he knew that there were clearly issues, and he went up anyway, which for me, as close to a scam Kickstarter as you can get. And like I said, I have heard through the years about Burning Lands and how their turnover rate is so huge. They have so many developers coming in, leaving the project, coming in, leaving the project. And now we're starting to piece together why. I can't talk about everything that I spoke with the developers about because a lot of that, we didn't have green lights to put things out. I was still in the process of trying to formulate how we can put a video together that doesn't look like we're trying to take the Kickstarter down, but also try to warn people that this is happening. There was just a lot of moving parts, and I literally just talked to the devs a couple of days ago, and I think they all just came together and said, look, we have to do this now. So I'm just gonna say this, guys, unfortunate for the modders and the dev team there. They have a lot of talented people on that team. Some people that we actually kind of scoped and tried to get onto transients, but they're working there. But when you have management actively putting out Kickstarters against the development team's will and clearly knowing that there are problems internally, but still willing to take your guys' money, that's when I have a problem. And that's why I want to step in, make this video. If you back the Burning Lands Kickstarter, I don't know if it's going to be taken down by the time I upload this video. I have no idea. Stay the fuck away from this dev team. As much as it's not on them, this whole project, it just has an omen. And as I'm recording this, I'm watching the number drop as people are refunding. I need you guys, if you back this Kickstarter, get your money out now. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching. I don't have much more information other than that. I mean, I do, but I can't really talk about the stuff that we've discussed without breaching the trust of the devs that I have talked to. So that's the news. Burning Lands Vietnam dev team has quit the project or striked, or I don't know what's going to happen, but I've never seen anything like this in the Kickstarter, developer. I've seen like straight up scams. I've seen mismanaged projects. I've never seen a Kickstarter go out against a development team's will and then have them come out and basically just shit all over that decision. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.